cold. I had to put on my hoodie. But anyway, he will remind you, this is where you could have been. This is what could have been your life. You know, I think back to how I was so deep in sexual immorality when I had that boyfriend back in college. That relationship was driving me crazy. Literally, I was going crazy. And by the end of my journey, I kid you not, y'all. By the end of my journey, when I tell you, I'm trying to watch and see what this meter is going to say about this water I just put in here. See if I need to water it some more. But by the end of my journey, y'all, I was so sure that I had some serious mental issues. And if it was not for the Spirit of the living God, if it was not for Jesus coming and saving me at the time, when I say Jesus showed up at the nick of time, and this was before I said yes to him. I don't know if y'all ever heard this part of my testimony. I share it all the time, where a year before I actually submitted my life to Christ, he showed up to me in my apartment in 2021. And this was, when was this? I want to say it was somewhere around Resurrection Sunday. I can't remember, y'all. But I think my first time showing up to the church, I think it was Resurrection Sunday. I can't remember. I'm not entirely sure, but it was around that time. It was around that time. And he showed up and he literally said, "This is as far as you go without me." Y'all, I am so undeserving of what he did, because I was blasphemous. I did not believe in him. I was blaspheming his name. And y'all, every time I talk about it, I can't believe. I just can't believe that he saw me. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Every time I think about it, y'all, I just cannot believe that Jesus showed compassion on my soul, that he had compassion on my soul. Because I was going crazy. And now every time I see those people, all I can see is me, where I was. And how some of those people got there because of bad decisions. Bad decisions. Sin. These people were normal folk, could think for themselves. And it just took some bad decision making that caused them to slowly but surely lose their mind. It's crazy to look in the eyes of somebody and see their soul in a whole different place. Yet you're looking at a physical vessel right in front of you. You're looking at them and they're not even there for real. They don't know what's going on. I just can't believe that Jesus looked upon me in the middle of my mess, in the middle of my blaspheming him, and said, "This is as far as you go without me." I just can't believe it, y'all. Every time I think about that, I can't believe it. And I just pray all the time, Lord Jesus, that what you did for me, I pray that you do it for these people. What you did for me, I pray that you look upon them with compassion too. What you did for me, I pray that you look upon them and you see them just the way that you saw me. Like, y'all, I just can't believe it. Like, it's mind blowing because he's real, and people treat him like he's not real. People treat Jesus like he's not real. People, because they have not met him, they don't understand that he is the Son of God. They don't understand that he died for the sins of the world, that all who believe on him may have life and have it eternally. That you will not have to spend eternity separated from your Creator. You will not have to do that when you meet Jesus and say yes to him. You will not have to spend eternity eternally lost, eternally bound up somewhere in pain, confusion, separated from your Maker. That will not be a reality. Ain't no liquor, ain't no sex, ain't no none of that more important than your soul. None of it. No drug is not more important than your soul. Pornography, those sex toys, none of that is more important than your soul. That woman that you're laying with is not more important than your soul. That man that you're laying with is not more important than your soul. It's not. It's not, y'all. And people are getting turned over to reprobate minds every single day because they refuse to humble themselves and acknowledge God. They refuse to submit to Jesus. They get sign after sign after sign after sign in front of them. God sends person after person after person after person to confirm that he is real, and they don't want to receive him. They don't want to accept him. They want to keep running to everything but him. He will turn you over to a reprobate mind, and he's doing it every day. He's turning folk over. He is. That's what's happening. You think folk is not getting turned over to a reprobate mind? There are people who are getting turned over. And he is saying, and listen, a person who gets turned over to a reprobate mind don't mean that they can be stuck there forever, because Nebuchadnezzar was turned over to a reprobate mind. But he was restored. You can be restored. That's why it's so important to pray for people and intercede for people, because, see, we just look at folk, oh, they're just crazy. Oh, they just crazy. They're just this, they're just schizophrenic, they're just that. No, that person could very well be turned over. You don't know what happened that led up to them being lost like that. Their psyche, their soul being lost like that. No sin is worth it. No sin is worth it. I'm telling you right now, it's just not. I love y'all.